Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about everything we know about the second episode of Season 2 of House of the Dragon. Episode 2 is going to be epic and will feature events such as little Prince Jaehaerys' funeral, Aegon's revenge in which he kills blood and hangs all of the city's ratcatchers, a conflict between Daemon and Rhaenyra over Jaehaerys' death, Daemon conquering Harrenhal, Otto being removed as Hand of the King, and Cargyll twins fighting each other when one twin tries to infiltrate Dragonstone to kill Rhaenyra. Okay, first things first, episode 1 just ended with Blood and Cheese killing Aegon's son and heir Prince Jaehaerys. Aegon loved his son and his reaction to it in episode 2 is devastating as we can see. Upon hearing the news, we see Aegon smashing up his father Viserys' model of old Valyria, furious and sad at the same time as he yells traitors and villains. He also yells a series of insults aimed at Rhaenyra. For free, you can now listen to the entire audiobook Fire and Blood on which House of the Dragon is based and which covers the entire Targaryen history, including current and future events of House of the Dragon for free with a notable trial using our link in the description. Aegon will also scream "I would kill them all" while crying, and killing he will do in episode 2. Before orchestrating an attempt on Rhaenyra's life, Aegon and the Greens will first catch Blood, one of the assassins who killed his son, and exercise his revenge and justice on him himself with a mace. Blood and Cheese fled through the secret passages with the prince's head in hand, attempting to bring Jaehaerys' head to Daemon and collect the reward, but Blood will be seized. As we can see, Aegon will have his revenge and execute Blood, but not before torturing him and extracting information that Daemon sent them. As for the other assassin Cheese, he is not found, so in response Aegon will order hanging of all of the King's Landing ratcatchers, which is also seen in one of the promos. Meanwhile at Dragonstone, if you expected Rhaenyra to be happy about a son for a son revenge, you're wrong. Rhaenyra wanted Aemond dead, not young Prince Jaehaerys, and she will have a heated argument with Daemon about it. Rhaenyra will blame Daemon for Jaehaerys' death and say she did not order it. Rhaenyra will even shout at Daemon saying, "You have weakened my claim to the Iron Throne." At one point, as we could see in one promo, Daemon will lose temper. There will be cracks in their relationship. Daemon feels like he cannot trust Rhaenyra to see through her grief and become the ruler she was meant to be, while she cannot see past Daemon's violent and erratic nature. At one point, Rhaenyra will cry and ask Daemon if he even accepts her as his queen. At King's Landing, the Greens will have a funeral procession through the capital for Jaehaerys, and someone will shout, "Behold the work of Rhaenyra the Cruel." King Aegon will hold a small council, or you could call it a war meeting in which he will say, "I want revenge." Aegon is feeling everything right now. He's furious, sad and impatient. Aegon then says, "I wish to spill blood, not ink," which is aimed to his grandfather and his hand Otto, who is spending time spilling ink and sending ravens instead of planning battles and spilling blood. Aegon will fire Otto as his Hand of the King and instead appoint the Lord Commander of his Kingsguard, Criston Cole, as his new Hand of the King. We could see from trailers that Cole was made to this position, but we didn't know when it would happen, which now we do. Criston will immediately start to plan battles, wars and assassination attempts of their own against Rhaenyra. Before all of this happens, Aegon also confronted Criston about not being there for his son, saying, "And where were you? Supposed to be protecting my family." Throughout episode 2, Criston is going to struggle with guilt because, in his opinion, he should have been there standing guard, but was with Alicent instead. Aegon will want to attack Dragonstone to avenge his son's death, but Sir Criston Cole instead suggests sending Sir Cargyll to infiltrate the castle. Criston's idea is to send a member of Aegon's Kingsguard, Sir Auric, who has a twin Sir Eric, who is member of Rhaenyra's Queensguard, to Dragonstone and pretend to be his twin brother to come close to Rhaenyra and kill her. The only man who can stop this plan from happening is the actual Eric, who will recognize his brother Auric, and as soon as he sees him, he will know why his twin is there. The Cargyll twins will then fight to the death. This fight, which will happen in episode 2, is a legendary event in Kingsguard history, and songs are sung and stories told about it even more than a century later during the times of Game of Thrones. In episode 2, Daemon will conquer Harrenhal for Rhaenyra at night during a thunderstorm, with only his dragon Cargyll. Daemon mentioned in Season 1 that the Riverlands are key in this war and that Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands, something the Greens also figured out in the Season 2 premiere. Harrenhal is seen as a rallying point for supporters in the Riverlands. The experienced Daemon will capture Harrenhal from its castle and Sir Simon Strong without conflict, by landing Cargyll on top of King's Spire Tower where Harren the Black had died. Recalling the burning of Harrenhal by Aegon the Conqueror and Balerion, Simon Strong will decide to strike his banners and surrender the great ruined castle to Daemon. Simon Strong is a new character and he is the great uncle to Lord Larys and Castellan of Harrenhal. Daemon's victory will allow the Riverlands to rise up in support of Rhaenyra. Later when he speaks to Simon Strong and other people inside the castle, and as we could hear in promos, Daemon will say, "I did not think they would be so eager to die," and add to it, perhaps the presence of the dragon will sharpen minds around these parts. Daemon will stay at Harrenhal for most of Season 2 and will confront a few houses in the Riverlands with Carxes such as the Brackens. During his stay at Harrenhal, Daemon will also meet Alice Rivers, a new character who's a healer working in the service of House Strong, and also a bastard born from that house. Alice can see visions of the future and she's considered a witch queen by some. I'm really looking forward to her scenes with Daemon. In episode 2, we also know Aemond is going to visit a brothel madam in a very odd scene, where he shows his true colors instead of the bad guy persona he's so eager to portray, and just wants to be cuddled by her. And that is how episode 2 will look. In conclusion, the next episode will be epic, and one cannot wait for Sunday. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and I hope to see you in the next one.